If you strike me down now, I will become more powerful than you'll ever. Monkey Dragon.
Hey YouTubers, it's me, Monkey Dragon here, bringing you a tips and tricks on Modern Warfare 3. Topic of today's tips and tricks is the kill streaks. You know, right here, kill streaks. You know, assault, support, specialist. What you should use, and what's a good way to maximize this or that, or to play to a specific kind of playstyle. Let's start with assault because it's the first one. If you guys are running, you guys always do want to change the variations, what I say, to depending on the game that you're actually playing. Like UV, care package, and predator missiles is usually a standard setup for most people. Well, for most starter people in Call of Duty, because they don't expect themselves to get the Osprey gunner or something. So it's a good one. But since, and as you guys already know, I don't have everything unlocked, so I can't exactly select everything. But you don't want to run sentry gun if you're just playing like TDM or something, or you could if your goal is to hold down a specific kind of area. But sentry guns and IMSs are more for objective-based games, because then you can use it to hold down that objective. You can use the IMS to get them around the corners, and you use the sentry gun to hold down a specific kind of pathway. But always remember that the sentry gun can be disabled by stuns and flashes, but be destroyed by EMPs. So you always want to be wary of that. The Predator missile, just in case you guys don't know, it could actually be destroyed by let me go over to it. Lethal, no, tactical. It could be trophy system. If they were to place the trophy system, they'll lay down underneath the trophy system. It could be taken out. So be wary of that. I personally don't run assault because too many of these things can be taken out by other things, so that's why I prefer specialists, because specialists, once you get it, you get it, you know what I mean, and it helps you themselves. But like a helicopter, a single missile and all that stuff. Strafe runs, depending on where they shoot, it could take anywhere from 2 missiles to 3 missiles to take it out, because if you shoot the lead one, it'll take out the 3 in the middle and then leave 1 on each end. But if they have a javelin and they aim for the second to the right, it'll take out those 3 and then leave 2 on the left, so it'll only take 2 missiles. But be wary when you are running strafe run, because it counts as 5 points to their kill streak themselves, or point streak, kill streak, whatever. So be wary about running that, because if they are running a lot of missiles, you don't want to run this, because then that gives them their stuff a lot faster. Overwatch is a good one on small maps. On big maps, not so much, because it's very good for shooting people that get anywhere near you. So it's a really good defensive one. Kind of like a, I don't want to say like a sentry gun, but it's kind of like a sentry gun in the sense that it'll kill everyone that gets near you. You know what I mean? So if your plan is to get, you know, an AC-130 or something like that, and or a M.O.A.B, this is good for a defensive one, because you won't get the kills. You see what I'm saying? That will get the kills around you. So that's my whole thing with that. The Reaper is my preferred 9-1, because you gotta control it, and it's, if you guys didn't know about the Reaper, if you hit L1, it'll zoom in on it. You know, it'll zoom. So it's there for a lot more precision attack, because most people just R1 then try to guide it, hit, you know, fire, then hit L1, zoom in, get the guy. It's a lot easier that way. Assault drone, before, when it originally started, was not that good of a kill streak. In fact, it didn't even have the mini map, so you pretty much just wandered around the map just looking for kills, because you couldn't find them because there was no mini map. But recently they changed it to where now it does, so it's not too bad of a kill streak. It's not that good because it can be flashed and then you can't even see, and then people just walk up and shoot it out, and it doesn't take much to take it out. And since it is showing up on the mini map, it's not that good of a kill streak. AC-130 is one of the more better ones. As you know, as we progressively get on, it obviously will become better, because it does take more missiles to take out the AC-130 than the Pavlo. But the AC-130, you can control the fire, which I find is a lot better than any unmanned kill streaks, because then you can see the kills, you know, where they're more important, where that guy's near this guy, or that guy's near the objective, or this guy right here who's near M.O.A.B, or something. You know what I mean? I just use M.O.A.B as a reference because everyone knows about M.O.A.Bs and stuff, so I use that as a reference to everything. So the AC-130, you can lay down the fire where it's more needed. But for your playstyle, if you're more the person that wants to set and forget, the Pavlo is your kill streak. It is the best one for you. Just to call it in, walk away, because the Pavlo wrecks. The Juggernaut, in here, honestly, I do not like the Assault Juggernaut. I prefer the Recon Juggernaut, because the Assault Juggernaut, it takes just as much damage to take out the Recon, but the Recon, you have the Riot Shield, so if you ever do get, oh, I'm gonna die soon, you flip out to your Riot Shield, and then you're good and covered. The Osprey Gunner is good, but it is easily taken out for this one sense, that it gets close, even if, even if you go right there into the ground, is that your camera view to take out people is limited to only a certain range. So what most of the time happens is you set it down in a clear open area where you can drop your stuff. People from cross map shoot it out as it's not moving and you can't defend yourself. That's for the most of the times, because you can't look up and shoot people. You only have a limited camera angle to turn to. So if you're going for for a medium high kill streak to just go for good kills, what you would want to do is Predator Missile just to bump you up there, and then Reaper AC or Pavlo. Those are really good combinations for just those high-end, well, not so much high-end, but you know what I mean, just for a good kill streaks that you can get repeatedly, because if you're going for the Osprey Gunner, that requires 5 more kills than the Pavlo, but by then, the time that you get the Osprey, you'd already be getting your Predator again, and you could be getting all these things, you know what I mean? So you can actually keep running a cycle more and more by running these high-end, low-end kind of things. But if you are trying to go for the Osprey Gunner, I suggest that you don't run the Pavlo, because the Pavlo will get you your kills for your Osprey Gunner, but the Pavlo will block your Osprey Gunner because they are both helicopters. So you want to run it this way. And whatever you do, don't run an attack helicopter, because pardon my language here, but this is what I've called it and always will call it. Once again, pardon my language, I call it a cock blocker. Because honestly, it'll just fly around, make so much noise, shoot around, do fancy little tricks, but it will get you no kills. It'll stay up there forever, and it's just a pain in the butt for the rest of your team that wants to call in either strafe runs or Pavlos or Osprey Gunners or something. It is literally, once again, pardon my language, a cock blocker. I hate people who run attack helicopter. Run it if you want, but that's just my opinion on that kill streak. If you're going for more of a defensive role, which you would want to run is like a sentry gun, and then let me see where it is. For your high-end one, either an assault drone. That's a really good defensive one, because then you get the click out for the UAV. But once again, you probably wouldn't want to run the UAV. Maybe a good defense care package, yeah, because you get that random one where you might actually get something good, unlikely as it is. But yeah, you can get the sentry gun to lay down one bridge, and then you can get your assault drone out to just run around the map, because it's faster than you. I'm pretty sure it's faster than you. I haven't run it too much. I've been playing search, but it's a pretty good defensive setup right there for holding down an area. But if you guys are trying to run and gun or be really fast on mobile, trying to get around the map, don't run care package, because it slows you down, because you got to throw it down, then you got to sit there, defend it, and take it. And at that point, people could probably find you, kill you, and then take whatever it is. Probably won't be good, but you know what I mean? There are those rare odds where it is good. It's usually always the time when you get killed. But that's my whole deal on assault. Let's move on to support. Oh yeah, let's be honest. There is no real reason to run these 2 kill streaks right here. One perk gets rid of them, and that's Assassin. And all it takes, honestly, if you want to do advanced UAV, what is that, like 3 UAVs? Just run that. Right there. That'll get you an assault UAV. Because all it takes is 3 UAVs to call it out to get an advanced UAV. And all it takes is Assassin, and then it's gone. And let's be honest, advanced UAV is not that much better than a UAV. So there's no real reason to run those 2. What was it? Blackbird and World at War. I was talking about World at War all day. But in Black Ops is awesome because it was a high kill streak, and it wasn't like this where you can just that's probably why they make it to where you can't hide from Assassin. Is that, you know, it was a high kill streak, and once you got it, it showed everything, which is wonderful. But a really, I think, underrated perk is Ballistic Vest, or not perk, my bad. Point streak or kill streak, whatever you want to call it, is Ballistic Vest. It's really good. SAM turret's all right. It's not like it's one of the best things, but it's a good thing to shoot down air support. But then again, once you set it down, it's gonna and a ping on a UAV or a motion sensor, and everyone can see it, and then they just go over there, knife it, and then they get a free point. But if you really want to tag out people, if you really want to help out your team, a really good way is right here. That's what I run. Whoa, dropped some of my stuff. That's what I run when I want to be super team oriented and I want to really win the game. Is I run SAM turret to take out their air support, recon drone to constantly tag out the enemies, and then EMP to make sure for 1 whole minute they got nothing on us. That's what I run. But then once again, EMP, it only works You know, if they're running Assassin Pro, then, you know, the EMP doesn't affect them, but still they can't call out their kill streaks on you guys, which is still a good kind of hold for a minute. But if you want a more attacking role on support, a good one is Juggernaut Recon, and then I would have to go Remote Sentry. Once again, these two things that I'm selected. And then I would probably have to go with Ballistic Vests. Because this way, Ballistic Vest, it gets you what you need to do. You can still be that tough guy that's holding down zones, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about right now. It's for Ballistic Vest, Remote Sentry, and then Juggernaut. Those will hold down an area just fine. Because once you get your Recon, Juggernaut, you know, it's just for like Demolition. Once you get that, you can pretty much post right up there next to the bomb with your shield. People can shoot at you, throw Syntax and all that stuff, and you're all good because you get your riot shield. Then switch out to your pistol, shoot them out. You know what I mean? This right here is meant for holding down people, or holding down areas. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, escort airdrop is not too bad, but the only problem with it is a major distraction for your team. If you are trying to be team oriented and you're playing objective, don't run escort airdrop, because one thing that it will do, it'll deter your whole team from the objective and focus on trying to get a couple care packages from this. That'll slow down your team. It's the same thing with the care package. It'll slow your team down, because then they're all, ooh, someone got this, maybe I can get something really cool, let me run over there. No, it'll slow down your team. If you are doing objectives, don't run escort airdrop. It'll slow you and your team down and get you guys distracted from the objective. Don't run it. We're actually getting kind of long here, but Specialist is going to be really short. Pretty much, you want to run Specialist for whatever you are not running as your main class. Like here, as I'm running, this is what I normally run because I run Specialist all the time. I run Scavenger for long term, I run Hardline for long term, and I run Sitrep because I sound horror, and since I move around, I don't want to get hit by claymores or something, and I want to see people's motion sensors as I counter camp people. See, the hardline is because if I get 2 assists, and then I get my next Specialist, or I get closer to my M.O.A.B. Scavenger, because there's no reason to have it as a Specialist perk, because then you can move along, you know what I mean? You already have all your ammo maxed out. And then for this class right here, I would have to say Sleight of Hand, because it helps to switch out to your secondary. It's good to have that faster reload. And then I would probably throw on Assassin, and then probably Dead Silence. Usually the third perk is really up to your choice, your preference. But that's my usual one. But I usually always change my third perk on depending what game mode I'm playing or something. But you really want to run your first perks as your long-term perks. Like, you don't have to run Hardline. You can run Blast Shield. But these would want to be your like Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw, and your Steady Aim ones. These are the ones that you want to run for Specialist, your Specialist choice. These are the ones you want to run for your quick kills. Your main class right here is supposed to be your long-term class. You see what I'm saying? You want this right there to make sure that you live long. Well, not so much that you make sure that you live long, but it gives you enough of everything to make sure you live long to get whatever you need to be done. Like, you can run, I would always recommend Scavenger for your first perk, always. Here I would either recommend for this one is either Hardline, Blast Shield, or Assassin. I don't really, totally skipping over my classes. I wouldn't recommend Quick Draw for your first one. Maybe Overkill. I don't even know about Assassin. I'll probably recommend either Blast Shield, Hardline, or Overkill for it. Because Overkill, you already have your 2 things and you're getting all perks, so that's one good thing. And then for your third perk, I would run something that makes sure that you live long, like Marksman. This way you can spot people out from far range, or Dead Silence to make sure that you're not spotted as you're moving around, or Sitrep. Stalker and Steady Aim are more the things to get you that kills then, which is a good way for Specialists. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, that's all I got for today. Well, I'm Monkey Dragon, guys. Yeah, just thinking about what to say right now. Oh yeah, if you guys want to learn more about my $20 gift card giveaway, the link to the video that talks more about that will be in the description. If you guys want to join my clan, this way me and you can play with each other and invite each other all the time, because I can't add all of you guys. The name of my clan is in the description if you already know what to do. But if you don't know what to do, I have a tutorial in the description of a video. You know, I have a I'm completely spazzing out. I have the link to a video that I did of how to join my clan on Call of Duty Elite, just in case you don't know how to do that stuff. Yeah, and I'm Monkey Dragon. Also I leave you with the clip of the day. Peace!
Enemy recon drone incoming.